Hi Sag, welcome to your reading for the month of June 2023. I cannot believe we're already in the middle of June almost, like okay, it's the 5th, but still. How you doing? How is it going, Sag? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a good full moon in your sign, especially for my Sag moon signs out there. I just feel overall, Sag, the start card. Okay, first card that's out. We had to make a little bikini because new rules, YouTube and stuff, but that's okay. Make her a cute shell golden bikini. I'm not even going to say anything about it. Alright, the star card is already out, Sag. And that's the thing. I really do feel that there is someone in your energy, and it's not necessarily maybe for some of you it's quite obvious, but for others of you, it's like they just got a thing for you, and I feel like they don't even really have any like control over it. Like they kind of wish that they didn't, because Sag, it might be taken, or you may be in a different stage in your life than that other person would prefer their partner to be. Obviously perfect. Everybody's on different stage in their life. Some people like really focus on their career, then it's not so easy to like start a new romantic connection in that phase in your life. But I'm just saying that they just can't help but feel drawn towards you, Sag, and that's an energy. Obviously you guys just have this spark around you, this thing that people just get a little bit like they get intrigued by it, but also but you guys have this natural way of bringing energy to a room. And like your fellow fire sign Leo has also this natural orbit of people in their orbit, in their aura. There's just a lot of exchanging of energy, and it's just, the sun, obviously. But a lot of times you guys are kind of underdogs of the fire signs because Leo and Aries are so out there. You guys have this way of honing that energy and kind of camouflage in between, yet still have this way of attracting things to you like a fire sign can, and expressing yourself in that way and creating the things the fire signs are really good at. But you guys are quite the underdogs of the Sag, but you get the most things, like you kind of get the most things done, and you're least to kind of self-sabotage yourself out of it because of that overreactiveness that comes with the fire sign energy as well. But I'm saying what I was kind of saying about, you do have this natural flair around you that people just can't help but feel intrigued by. And lately you've kind of been stepping up your energy. You've been sort of working on, how can I become that light for myself? Like you notice having certain effects on certain people. You're not bad in the market, okay? Just saying. You have your ways of getting what you set your mind to and your eyes on, mostly. But I feel that being able to be that light towards yourself and showing up for yourself in that way, and not self-sacrificing, but just being the person that you are and wanting to make everybody feel comfortable and having fun and a good time, wanting to experience things with people. It's like you put yourself on a different position. Like that's also that first house, that full moon in your sign is like an ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one. It's almost like an extra birthday, halfway through your year, to your birth year, basically birthday year. That's the moment where kind of this interflexion moment, because even when we get to our birthday season, you know, the sun is in our sign, people come to you, maybe, you know, celebrate your birthday. It's still about other people as well, you know, like sometimes you have to like make plans and see if people can come over and like, you know, get them drinks and food and, you know, be a host again. And sorry, throat chakra. I feel like halfway through that year right now is one of those moments, you know, when your seventh house is activated, it often brings about much more of that internal you know, like connection and conversation, checking in with yourself, like halfway through your year, like, you know, just checking in, like how you doing, you know, have you had, you know, if you set some goals for yourself, are there things that you kind of want to put in motion around this time, you know, things like that. I do feel that you are definitely capable of finding distractions from working through certain emotions that you rather not feel. But I'm also sensing that you're capable of something that was in your energy quite long term. Maybe you've lost someone, and it could be recently, but I'm sensing like it's not even maybe that recently, but it's that pain, you know, it's like there's still some unresolved emotions and grief there, and that's a natural process, you know. You go through stages when it comes to grieving someone's passing, and I feel like there has been a hurdle towards the acceptance of it. It's quite like it's been an obstacle, and it's something that you've kind of been pushed to the back burner. This doesn't have to be a loss of someone, but it could feel like a loss. Could loss of a job, loss of a friendship, loss of a, in whatever way, shape, or form, just something that maybe you didn't necessarily, if you could choose, you wouldn't choose that thing to necessarily leave, yet eventually, of course, everything happens for a reason. It does serve your highest good in some way, shape, or form down the line, but there's this way that it went. Like, that's what it's about. It went a certain way that just, it uprooted something within you. Whether it's your self-confidence, your self-love, the value of yourself, feeling you were left in a moment where you're quite vulnerable, and you felt like, you know, basically treated with a sword, where you kind of needed a hug, you know? And I feel like that's something that you're coming out of. Like, you're capable of creating something from this experience. And like I said, apply it to your life. From this experience that brought about these emotions and brought about maybe, you know, some self-sabotaging behavior. And this can just simply, for example, come on in not really treating your health and your body right. Just, you know, using substances in order to numb or cope, or, you know, forget about it for a little bit. But I'm sensing that you're capable of now putting it, some of you putting it into writing or into art, or, you know, really in that form. But for some of you, it is maybe much more practical than that. But what I'm seeing is that it's starting to take its forms. The purpose of an experience, and eventually the gifts, because no matter what we go through in life, it does hold, you know, less gifts in forms of lessons or epiphanies that otherwise we couldn't have maybe get. Starting to see them and value them, and that takes time to be in that space, to be in order to be open for that. Here we have a Four of Pentacles, a Knight of Swords, a Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. Yup. It's like the moment where you're like, you know what, I'm still holding on to some stuff, and maybe I do not need to hold on to this in such a degree. With this Nine of Swords, it's like maybe something has been working fine, like not great, you know, but it was fine. Like, you were able to just go to work or do your things, or, you know. But I'm sensing that something is just comes back. Maybe it comes at nighttime. But there's this an energy of stagnant emotion, especially Four of Pentacles coming together with the, you know, the Nine of Swords. It's like, it's just, sometimes we hoard certain emotions and feelings and we don't even really are that conscious about it. It's like, oh yes, there on the left, that's, you know, my breakup from 2012 that I still need to look at. It's like, no, it's not that conscious, but it's subconscious energy. And this energy, you know, an energy, yes, you know, it can take many forms. We cannot destroy it, we can deny it, but we can definitely transmute it into something more constructive and something more healing for ourselves. But that takes some work, and it's in order to take that energy and form it into something that's beneficial, like the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. You have to go through accepting that it's there in the first place. Others of you, because that's a message that came through as well with this, is that you may have, you know, started something, like you started a small business or a company, or you put your, you know, you spared up some money and you're like, then I have 6 months to really put all my energy towards my art or towards this or towards that or to healing and all of that. And you might feel a little bit restless about the money, you know, becoming lower and lower. And I feel like you're holding on to your savings for dear life. It's like, all I have, this is left, so I need to make it work in like 2 or 3 months, because then it's it, that's gone. And I feel like have some trust in the universe, because the Wheel of Fortune is here as well, and it's all about your mindset. This is a King of Cups. King of Cups is also saying like there's plenty all around, abundance, you know. And with the Wheel of Fortune as well, it's like the wheel is turning into your favor, and this King of Cups is coming for you. Like I said, there's some person in your energy, doesn't have to be masculine energy. It can, you know, just be someone who is emotionally very mature and intelligent, like emotional intelligence, true life experience, but also just true, very strong ability of you know, empathic behavior. So ability. Ooh, that person has empathic behavior. I see you. No, it's just you know, I don't know. Some of you are just really just treating yourself this month, like you're just enjoying your own company, and that's very, very good. Like I said, like you turn that light on yourself for a change. All right, so I am sensing, however, Pluto is on the 18th. No, it's the 11th. Okay, sorry, I had to think there. On the 11th, Pluto is already retrograding, but on the 11th of June, it actually enters Capricorn once again. It was there for around 18 years, then I moved into Aquarius for quite some, you know, for a little bit, and then it started retrograding, and now it's moving back into Capricorn, and that's quite an intense, like it's a big boy, right? Pluto is a big boy because he has effect, but it's a long-term effect. So it's not like, ooh, wow, tower moment energy constantly. It could lead up to a tower moment, but you will see the signs and feel the feels before that happens. But it dominates a little bit. And I'm sensing like during this retrograde, and the moment he moves into Capricorn, for you guys, when it comes to this, for you who were resonating actually with, you know, working on something and, you know, having some money spread up, like you might feel that in that week the strongest, and then you recenter yourself and you pick it back up, and Cancer season will really help you with that. For some reason there's this thing going on between you and Cancerians, Sag. I don't know, like there's something going on there. Like there might be something major that happens and comes to you during Cancerian season, which starts on the 21st of June. But I'm sensing more July. Or there might be something that, you know, either returns, or something you wanted in your own season now gets activated in the 7th month of you know, of the year, which is an important number for you guys. Number 7 is an important number. So take that into consideration this month, okay? But yeah, because you have the 7th house energy activated this month, I don't know. There's just something between now and the end of Cancerian season that I feel like a shift takes place and something enters your life. Something it was you were patient for. You were not rushing and you were patient for that, and it comes in. I'm not seeing that you're really waiting on it necessarily energetically, like maybe subconsciously a little bit. Of course, you're open to receive, but that's the thing. You're just open to receive because you feel quite content by the time, you know, when the sun moves into Cancer. And that's really a life goal, you know? It's like appreciating beautiful people that we have in our lives, the people that we have had, you know, a beautiful time with in our life, where we were blessed to, you know, be in company of certain people, even if now in the here and the now, that's not the person that you would call to, like, you know, hang out with. It doesn't mean that you didn't have shared beautiful moments and memories and those things that you can, you know, later on down the line treasure again. And just feeling like life's good, weather is better, you start to feel better about yourself. You appreciate the small things. It might have your favorite ice cream on sale, who knows, it's a surprise. And just appreciating those smaller things in life will definitely put you in a magnet mode. Like, you attract a lot there, because yeah, subconsciously, like, there is some things like that's what I felt as well. It's like almost like you're sitting and thinking, I have just so many mixed emotions about so many different things. I don't really even know what I feel. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive or go to the beach. I'm going to put my, you know, feet into the sand, smell the ocean, drink, you know, a nice drink, eat some nachos, and just call it a day. That's what I'm going to do. Going to make me feel good. You know, and slowly but surely you will start to have, it's not running away, it's just putting yourself in a receiving mode and nurturing your own emotional body by entering some of those relaxed feelings and just being in a moment and being appreciative of that moment, regardless of all the outside factors and things that are just calling your name. Having that duality and bringing in some of that balance will create space for you to have those conversations with yourself and maybe with that person that you need to have. So, yep, that's what I'm sensing for you guys. So let's see what else comes through for my Sagittariuses. Some of you, you know, you used to love to surf, like surfing, surfboard on the water. And there's this thing about not being, you know, reachable. You know, your phone is somewhere else than in the water with you, and just you becoming one with the ocean, you tuning in to the waves and the motion of the ocean, and just having that complete in the here and now moment, that I feel you really are mastering that. Great card to come true for you guys. King of Swords. Like, I'm making this from my bitch. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know who I'm channeling. It must be like some Australian surf dude or chick. Not stereotype, you know, but you know what I'm saying. No bad things towards that at all. But that's the laid back energy. Like, all of a sudden I have, like, you know, I'm hanging out with a friend. So how's your life going, Sag? How's your life? If you used to surf and something that maybe you have been, you know, just not being really connected to, maybe in whatever way, shape, form you can make that happen. Try it out again. See how you feel. See if something, sometimes visiting a place or doing something that we used to do and enjoy puts us back into that connection with that part of ourselves, which helps us greatly in other areas of our life, because the world is, capable of just, sucking us in and just occupying our minds, our brains, our feelings, our emotions, our well-being. And in some ways, of course, it's good to be connected to the world and who's in it, and everyone around you. But if that results in just chaos and just restlessness and fogginess and not being able to concentrate or know exactly who you are and what you're feeling, and then I don't think it's serving you or the world at a grander scale as it could if there's a little bit more nuance and balance there. So, let me see. I'm gonna pick up a oracle card. Also, your mind might actually just trick you here and there, make you feel like, oh, I'm too tired, or I'm just unfocused, or I'm anxious. Do something that puts you right in the here and the now. This could be work. Like before I started your reading, I really was doubting whether I should start reading or not. And I was like, you know what? The beginning is always quite tough to get out of that energy. But I felt something about the reading, like I'm just gonna be in a moment. And I'm just gonna take on Sag energy and just gonna see what it brings, where it brings me. And I already feel a lot better than I did, 22 minutes ago. So thank you for that. But also know that sometimes it's like your mind is like, it's telling you, like my mind, for example, was like, yeah, I have a couple of things I need to do as well. And I was like, maybe I should do that first and then do the reading. I was like, but maybe I got tired, and and it's like, and it's already the 5th of June, and I kind of want to get them up. I don't want them to feel, they're not being seen and stuff. And it's like, I also still have to do three other and I just went on. That's like that devil card ways of like, and then actually you become deactivated from something you feel guided to do. I felt guided to do this energetically, and then my mind wanted to like take dominance of it, and then it had to become I have to do thing instead of I feel guided and I want to do thing that was actually the truth. Right, anyways, I'm not going to go on and on because you guys have a life and want to go on with your day, I assume. So let's just see what else comes out for my Sag. Ooh, expect a miracle, and it came right true, like connects the 8 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. They say, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That's exactly what I said, right? Well, in some way, shape, or form. I said there's something you wanted to call in and something you focused on, like, for example, during your own season, and then it comes in July, for example, and you're like, I wasn't even really focused on that right now. I mean, still more than welcome because I love this, but okay, for some of you it's a ring. You either taking the ring off, or it's a little too tight with the hot weather. You're putting it on, someone's putting a ring on, but it's a little itchy. I don't know, like you're just like, I have, trigger finger. Like, I want a ring on my finger. Like you're missing something. I don't know if that's something that connects to it, but this is a small side note, and I'm not about to ruin those surprise proposals or put you in any way, shape. I just wanted to put there because I think it already has to have happened before you watch this reading. But expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers are being answered. Expect a miracle. Beautiful. See how many angels are at work? It's very busy up there. Just saying. It's a lot of work. A lot of miracles that occur around this time. So don't allow your mind to dominate your emotional body too much, but nurture them and try to bring about a more balanced connection between those two by putting yourself in moments where you can breathe out and relax and just have a moment. All right, Sag. Good luck this month. You got this. I hope that it was something, in this reading that was helpful for you. I really appreciate your presence here if you are still here. And I just, I'll be back soon. Have a beautiful month of June and happy Pride Month, Sag. Love you guys. Bye.